Hi everyone, so this video is going to be about multiplying algebraic fractions together. So before we get to the actual multiplying of algebraic fractions, let's review how we actually multiply together any kind of fraction. So you can see written here we have the basic format for how we multiply fractions. We multiply straight across the top, and then we multiply straight across the bottom. So we multiply the numerators together to get our numerator, we multiply our denominators together to get our denominators. So let's review with a quick example of that. So something simple like 2/3 times 3/4. We multiply the tops together, so 2 times 3, and that gives us 6. And then we multiply the denominators together, 3 times 4, and that gives us 12. And then we always look to reduce where we can. And so I see that I can divide both the top and the bottom here by 6, reducing that down to be 1/2. Okay, so multiplying algebraic fractions is exactly the same process, except that it involves algebra. So let's go through a couple of examples here. So first off, we have x over 5 times y over 2. So same exact process as using just numbers. We're going to multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom, remembering all of those rules about how to write algebraic terms. So if we multiply straight across the top, we have x times y. So we remove the multiplication sign. We put the letters in alphabetical order, and in this case, there is no number in front. There's no coefficient, so we just leave that as xy. And then across the bottom, we have 5 times 2, giving us 10. Then we look to see if we can reduce that in any way, and we can't. They are not like terms. The top has no number, the bottom has no letters, so that can't be reduced in any way. And then in example B, we have a squared over 6 times 3 over a. Same exact process. We're going to multiply straight across the top, and then we're going to multiply straight across the bottom. So multiplying numerators together, we have a squared times 3. So that's going to give us 3a squared, remembering to put the numbers before the letters. And then across the bottom, we have 6 times a, giving us 6a. Then we look to see if we can simplify this at all. So you have to look in two areas. So the first place we're going to look is at these numbers. Can I reduce 3 over 6? If this was just a plain old fraction of 3 over 6, I can absolutely reduce that by dividing top by 3 and the bottom by 3, giving me 1/2. So I know that I can reduce those numbers to 1/2. Then I look at the letters. Can I reduce the letters in any way? So on the top, this is like 3 times a times a. On the bottom, this is 6 times a. So one of those a's can cancel out with the other one. And then if this becomes a 1, and that becomes a 2 for the 1/2 that we just figured out over here, then I can reduce that on the top to 1 times a. I don't need to write a coefficient of 1, so I can just write a on top. On the bottom, the only thing that remains is that 2, because that a that was on the bottom has canceled out with one of the a's that was on the top. So this fraction, when we multiply these two fractions together, this reduces down to be a over 2. So the things that you need to remember: top by top and bottom by bottom when you are multiplying, and then you always look to simplify. Simplify. So simplify where you can, looking at the numbers and letters. So you have to look at both when you're looking to simplify. Okay, and that's it for this video.